I came across this post the other day. Somebody tagged me in. And I'm going to find it. It's on LinkedIn because I actually talked to the young man, but I already know what his issue is. It stems also from my
Was that
Twitter
the
thing.
guy who said who put the banner thing? Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to read this post and then I'm going to break down why you shouldn't do this and why it looks crazy and how it tied into my WGU video.
Conversation. Yep.
Well, our conversation. He says, I'm now forced to switch to the dying banner. Let's be honest. We were desperate months ago. We are dying now more than ever for a change. Dying to make a decent wage, dying to buy a home, dying to feed our families. Being poor my entire life, having the last name die. Dying is my natural state. My post went viral and got seen by over 500K, and I still don't have a job. Where does that leave regular people? I can tell you why no one has a job anymore. Too many interviews, no communication, too many requirements, and too many applicants. The open to work banner is not working. That means it is almost impossible for everyday people to get jobs right now. Shout out to Courtney for the original desperate post. I know you're dying too. So take my dying banner and how the world, how you feel. He meant to say show the world how you really feel.
So that's not the one I was talking about. I must be thinking about the other one.
Oh, if you
Yeah.
can find it, I mean, by all means. So
But I mean, it's the same concept.
he got 777 likes, 154 comments. So after this, somebody commented this and that, and if he's in our area, so I probably will not put this post up. I don't want I mean, if he ever responds to me, we had a conversation. I asked him, hey, what type of roles have you been applying to? He said, cybersecurity analyst, penetration tester, network engineer, system admin. I said, that's too broad, which is
I was going to say those are all over the spectrum. What's your resume look like?
it's
you
on
got
here. We'll look at it in a second. That's too broad, which is one of the main reasons you're having trouble. Out of all those positions, which one do you have the skills to perform the best? He said, pen testing. I said, based on your profile, I don't get penetration testing. Have you performed any of your own pen testing engagements before? He said, I do home labs, and I'm currently working on the OSCP. I bought the PNPT and the PJPT. And I said, have you considered GRC, especially with your QA background? Because he has a background in QA.
on his profile.
Yeah, so if you look at his profile right here, and this is why y'all pay me to help y'all out, because he was a quality assurance manager for a year and 9 months at Fort Worth for Tesla, and I guess now he is doing Turo, where he did that from. Oh, he was doing that I think at the same time. No, he did it from 2021 to 2024.
Doing what?
Turo. So hold on, what?
Doing
let's
what,
let's
though?
get into this. Let's get into this. Let me bring this to you. Hang on, this is crazy. Let me see. Yeah, you're still good on your thing. He says, okay, car rental owner grew a car rental business from zero revenue to $30,000 annually by the end of 2023, becoming one of the top all-star hosts in Dallas, Texas, while pursuing cybersecurity studies. Achieved a 5-star rating through the business existence, demonstrated exceptional service quality, maintained security and performance of the fleet of vehicles, completing over 200 5-star trips through diligent maintenance and repairs, conducted OSINT and risk assessments to provide data-driven insights for strategic decisions, including vehicle assessments. Whatever.
What is?
I don't know. So his education, 2 WGU degrees.
But no certifications.
He got certifications.
You do?
Let me see if he have them listed on here. They're listed right here, but I mean his resume is right here too. So here's his resume. So when he says he's applying all these things, and I'm trying to say, okay, I went and looked at this. So you got these as your technical skills, but then when I go through the resume, I don't see the
You don't
skills
see
being
it,
used.
Yeah, in the descriptions.
And you got all these certs on here that don't really mean anything. You got volunteer work, which like the companies don't care about. So I was like,
He needs to expand more on what he's doing here.
yeah, that's why he.
And what he's doing here, he needs to apply that stuff and the certification stuff to make it make more sense. He can actually, yeah. I'm not the resume guy, but I can.
Well, it's
look
not
at
even
him,
the
yeah.
resume thing. So like, so
This guy absolutely remove the volunteer stuff.
Yeah,
That could be on your on your LinkedIn, but like no one cares. Like if you were to put affiliations, cool, but no.
yeah, so like the resume isn't bad, but it just don't have the contents it need, and that's why he's Don, he hasn't responded back to me. I'll probably hit him up next week just to see how he's doing, and then let me go find my post. People actually did. I had an article for cups, and I did not. What you call it? Put it on here. But so I made a tweet thread. What do you want to call it? I said there's a guy on LinkedIn that got his certs and WGU degree, but hasn't found any work. He even made a LinkedIn banner to show dying. But honestly, the reason he can't find anything is lack of strategy and lack of skills for the roles he's applying to. I said he's trying to jump into pen testing without anything to showcase those skills. He has a QA background. I told him to look into GRC. And then that's when I posted, that video. I said, y'all go check this out. And then other people saw it. And these are all us that have jobs. And shout out to Aria. She was like, seems like a mix of not having the right strategy, missing some key skills for the jobs he's going after. Just having a degree isn't enough. He needs to focus on building up the experience or specific skills employers are looking for. Networking could help too, connecting with people in the field.
Just like you connected with him and you're
Yeah, somebody
able to
connected
look
with
really
me.
quick and look at,
I'm like, if I was looking for a job and a person that got a decade of experience was trying to help me, I would reply back as fast as possible. So stuff like that be letting me know you just don't know, you want to be seen. People have to be reasonable. What current skills do you have and how does it translate to a role you actually qualify for? Get your foot in the door where you can and learn more skills later.
But he probably really thought that he was showcasing that skill set. But that's why it's important to have a community and a network to bounce stuff off of. Because your friends will tell you, hey, man, this is crazy. Ain't no way you're trying to be the president and you ain't got no credentials behind it.
Yeah. So guys, just because you got certs and a resume and degrees, that doesn't mean they're going to hire you. Because I think something he feels about the way he's going about it is right, and it's not, because he don't have the skills to do all those roles. He should just pick one and go there.
That's what I tell people who, if you could fit into maybe 2 categories, you need to have 2 resumes. You have to, because they're looking for specific things for a pen tester than they're looking for a security analyst. They are using different tools.
That's facts.
And it's that simple. I can't use a pen tester application. I could probably use a pen testing application to get a security analyst role, but I can't use the opposite. I can't think about how to say that, but I couldn't do the opposite.
What, the security engineer role?
I couldn't use a security analyst resume to get a pen testing role.
Yeah, you couldn't unless you did risk assessments and pen tests and vulnerability management. Nope, you're right. And so